The kingdom of Dulceburg was famous for three things: its golden brown cobblestone streets, its ever-bubbly chocolate fountains, and, most importantly, its legendary delicious golden cookie recipe.
But one fateful morning, 12-year-old Pip, the clumsiest baker's apprentice in town, stumbled into the royal kitchen to find the recipe gone.
In its place, a single ominously half-eaten oatmeal raisin cookie with a note. Say goodbye to sweetness, Lord Crumble.
Pip barely had time to gasp before the town's baker, Master Buttercrust, let out a horrified shriek. The cookies, they're alive. Sure enough, the morning batch of snickerdoodles had grown tiny arms and legs and were now breakdancing across the countertops. Worse, anyone who took a bite of them was struck with an unstoppable urge to dance.
The town square had turned into a chaotic ballroom, mayor included.
But Pip's panic turned to terror when his best friend, Muffin, snatched a cursed cookie and took a bite. Her eyes glazed over.
"Pip," she whispered, before suddenly tap-dancing straight toward a cliff. Pip knew only one person could help: Sprinkle the Sugar Knight, a retired warrior who'd once defended Dulceburg from the Great Gumdrop Invasion. He found her in her cottage, which was made of gingerbread, complaining about her arthritis, a condition where her candy cane sword creaked when she moved.
"You're telling me Lord Crumble is back?" Sprinkle groaned, adjusting her caramel-plated armor.
"That flower-faced fraud? Last time I saw him, he tried to steal the royal frosting and got stuck in a pudding moat." Pip held up the cursed cookie. "Has upgraded. Muffin's about to dance off a cliff."
Sprinkle's eyes narrowed. "Then we've got no time for gluten-free nonsense." She tossed Pip a rolling pin that glowed faintly blue.
"This was my first weapon."
"Call it the flower sword."
Lord Crumble's fortress loomed ahead, a towering monstrosity of gingerbread walls, gumdrop battlements, and a moat of bubbling butterscotch. Living cookie soldiers patrolled the gates, their raisin eyes scanning for intruders.
"All right, Pip," Sprinkle whispered. "Here's the plan." Crunch. Pip had stepped on a pretzel twig. The cookie guards spun toward them, brandishing tiny licorice spears. One shouted, "Intruders!
"Get 'em, boys!"
What followed was the most ridiculous fight in Dulceburg history. Pip swung the flower sword wildly, sending clouds of powder into the air. Sprinkle dueled with her candy cane blade, which kept snapping in half mid-swing.
Muffin, still mid-tap dance, accidentally kicked a cookie soldier into the moat, where it dissolved with a scream of "I'm too crunchy to die!"
Inside the throne room, Lord Crumble cackled atop a mountain of stolen recipes. Head grown taller, his licorice beard now a writhing mass of black tendrils.
At his side stood his ultimate creation, the Cookie Golem, a hulking beast of dough and stolen magic.
"You're too late!" Crumble sneered. "With this golem, it'll turn every bakery into my personal sweatshop."
Pip gulped. Then he remembered Sprinkle's words. Crumble's got one weakness.
He reached into his pocket and hurled a handful of sprinkles straight at Crumble's face. The villain's eyes widened.
"No, not the Aku!"
His allergic reaction was so violent, he sneezed himself into a giant cupcake wrapper, which Sprinkle promptly tied shut.
The Cookie Golem lunged, but Muffin, finally free of the curse, delivered a roundhouse kick that shattered it into a harmless pile of recipe pages. With Crumble imprisoned in the royal pantry, under guard by very serious gingerbread men, Dulceburg threw the grandest uncursed cookie festival in history.
Pip and Muffin opened their own bakery, specializing in anti-evil eclairs. Sprinkle retired again, though her candy cane sword now hung proudly above the counter.
As for Lord Crumble,
rumor has it he escaped by bribing a guard with a really good muffin recipe. But that's a story for another day.